Where Brooklyn at? Brooklyn in the house! Brooklyn in the house, all right. Ladies and gentlemen, press, House Senators, and everyone else is here. Thank you all for coming today. Thank you all for joining us today. A very big announcement we had today as part of Stabilized NYC. So, just real quick to begin, what is Stabilized NYC? Stabilized NYC is a coalition of about 17 different organizations across 4 different boroughs that specifically are organizing tenants in predatory equity buildings or against landlords who are predatory equity. What is predatory equity? We have a huge definition here, but just to sort of break it down real quick in a snippet, we define predatory equity landlords as landlords who are buying these huge portfolios across the city at over-leveraged prices and intentionally and systematically trying to displace these tenants in order to turn a bigger profit. Obviously, what is this doing? Boo! Let me hear a boo.
That ain't right! That ain't right!
That ain't right!
That ain't right! That ain't right! That ain't right! That ain't right!
What is this doing? Well, if you've been in New York for any substantial amount of time, or if you were born and raised here like me, you're seeing that we have communities completely disappearing. We're seeing folks get displaced, a complete change in what we once considered community. And so that's unfortunate. We're here to organize, we're here united to stand against that.
All right, yes, we are!
And I'm very happy to announce that we have some of our elected officials here who are also standing with us in this fight against predatory equity landlords. And so to begin, I'd like to introduce Councilmember Garodnick.
All right, Dan. Dan the man.
Thank you very much. Thanks everybody for being here. Your presence here says a lot. And I wanted to thank Stabilizing NYC for all of their great work in organizing and bringing us together today and throughout the course of the last couple of years. We continue to stand with you in the effort to push back against the rising number of over-leveraged properties in New York City.
That's right.
And to give you a flavor for the kind of landlords we're dealing with, just a moment about Steve Croman for a second.
Oh, yeah!
He made this list last year, and he was one of the worst actors on there. The New York Times editorial board wrote about him this week, calling the case Tenants versus Landlords from Hell. He was pursued about a week and a half ago after a 2-year investigation by the Attorney General's office, but he is not the only bad actor out there.
Unfortunately.
You're right. You already know this story. You're a rent-stabilized tenant living on a fixed income, and one day you notice that your water is off and your heat is off, and you go to the landlord and all you hear is, "We're working on it, we're working on it." But does that fix ever come?
No!
No! Instead you get something totally different. You're getting calls at all hours of the day and night with a buyout opportunity. Your landlord wants you to move out, convert your unit to market rate. You're not making them enough money, and they're willing to try anything to push you out.
That ain't right.
That ain't right. That ain't right.
Do they give up?
No.
And we have a word for these tactics. It is harassment, plain and simple. We in the City Council have passed laws to fight back against tenant harassment in the past, and we will continue to do it in all of its forms. But it's important to remember that these bad actors are operating in a bad system. And it's that system that needs to change, which is why it's so good that we have State Senator Liz Kruger here today. Let's give her a big
All
round.
right, Liz!
As
Give
well
him
as
hell,
my
Liz!
colleagues in the City Council, Mark Levine and Udonis Rodriguez.
All right, Mark! Rodriguez!
Because they all understand that right now we have rules in place that motivate landlords to either push rent-stabilized tenants out and raise rents, or starve buildings for repairs in order to reduce costs. Rules like vacancy decontrol, which rewards a landlord who can find a way to get a tenant out of their unit and then gives them a rent bump as a reward. Landlords continue to overpay for buildings, speculating that they will be able to drive out tenants, deregulate units, and make an even bigger profit. No matter that this business plan has failed in every corner of the city, perhaps no more prominently than in my own district, in Stuyvesant and Peter Cooper Village, where that was the mother of all over-leveraged deals, which fell apart completely, and we got it to a good place, but only through tenant activism, only through organizing. No matter that all this activity has destroyed homes and communities, they continue to make the same investments, and no one is feeling the consequences more than tenants. Am I right?
Yeah.
So today is about empowering tenants to fight back. We are not going to allow landlords to get racking up with the same violation over and over again, to push tenants out and to increase their bottom lines. Stabilizing NYC, you are doing great work. We will continue to stand with you, and thank you everybody for being out.